Boom, 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 bum, 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 bum. Old Godzilla was hopping around Tokyo City like a big playground when suddenly Batman burst from the shade and hit Godzilla with a bat grenade. Godzilla got pissed and began to attack, but didn't expect to get blocked by Shaq, who proceeded to open up a can of Shaq Fu when Aaron Carter came out of the blue and he started beating up Shaquille O'Neal when they both got flattened by the Batmobile. But before he could make it back to the Batcave, Abraham Lincoln jumped out of his grave and took an AK-47 out from under his hat and blew Batman away with a rat-a-tat-tat, and he burned out of bullets but he ran away cause Optimus Prime came to save the day. This is the ultimate showdown, ultimate destiny, good guys, bad guys, and explosions. As far as the eye can see, and only one will survive. I wonder who it will be. This is the ultimate showdown, ultimate destiny. Zilla took a bite out of Optimus Prime, like Scruff McGruff took a bite out of the crime, but then Shaq came back covered in a tire track. Jackie Chan jumped up and landed on his back. Batman was injured and trying to get steady when Abraham Lincoln came back with a machete, but something caught his leg and he tripped. Indiana Jones took him out with his whip and he saw Godzilla sneaking up from behind, so he reached for his gun, which he just couldn't find cause Batman stole it and he shot and he missed. Jackie Chan deflected it with his fist and he jumped in the air and he did a somersault while Abraham Lincoln tried to pole vault onto Optimus Prime, but they collided in the air and they both got hit by Care Bear stare. This is the ultimate showdown, ultimate destiny, good guys, bad guys, and explosions. As far as the eye can see, and only one will survive. I wonder who it will be. This is the ultimate showdown. Angels sang out in an immaculate chorus. Down from the heavens descended Chuck Norris, who delivered a kick which could shatter bones into the crotch of Indiana Jones, who fell over on the ground, writhing in pain, as Batman changed back into Bruce Wayne. But Chuck saw through his clever disguise, and he crushed Batman's head in between his thighs. And then Gandalf the Great and Gandalf the White and Monty Python and the Holy Grail's back night when Benito Mussolini and the Blue Meanie and Cowboy Curtis and John P. the Genie, Robocop and Terminator, Captain Kirk and Darth Vader, Low Pants, Superman, every single Power Ranger, Bill S. Preston and Theodore Logan, Spock, The Rock, Doc Ock, and Hulk Hogan all came out of nowhere lightning fast and they kicked Chuck Norris and his cowboy ass. It was the bloodiest battle that the world ever saw, with civilians looking on a total law. Fight raged on for a century, many lives were claimed, but eventually the champion stood. The rest know the better. Mr. Rogers in a bloodstained sweater. What's up, everybody? Slurping down Chug Jug, and by Chug Jug, I mean brain-eating amoeba water. Buy today. Buy today. Buy now. Buy today. Hexeth changed Fort USS Liberty back to Fort Bragg. Gotta say, when I'm wrong, you know. Now fix the drug problem and we're golden, right? Oh, I've been a centrist for a long time. Don't give me that if you ain't with me. Bully bull crap. Ain't nobody in America has the exact same beliefs as you. And that's fine. That's encouraged, actually. It's called freedom. I've never stood in the way of somebody else's freedom, and I've never stood in the way of somebody else succeeding. I try to lift people up. That's my thing. Maybe you want to be like, oh, he doesn't believe the exact same thing I do. Okay, cultist. Do what you will. I'm gonna do what's moral. I care about people. You know, that feeling that I got Bernie 2019. It's a lot like what Trump fans that have been with him from the start have been feeling for a long time. And don't get me wrong, I swear, I voted for him. I voted for him this time around because I knew that he had learned. I had hoped and prayed that he would learn. And that time when he was recessing and that time when he was stacking up on the background, that was really important. Now things are on. Now it's on. And, you know, it's good that people feel encouraged and like they have a leader again. I love that. I feel that. I want my country to feel strong. Let's go. You know, I hear some of the stories from my family dating way back. Fate has not been kind to them. Fate has not been kind to my ancestors. But they struggled and they strived and they kept getting back up. I'm just a lucky punk. But I'm blessed. And I think my ancestors did a lot of good things. And they probably had a lot of good times. Although, you know, life ain't always easy. And that's okay. You just gotta keep on keeping on, make it through. At least we're decent, you know, that's what makes us noble. Like all men and women who are decent, that's what nobility really is. Oh man, oh bro, the condos and guys are gonna be so sweet. But here's a thought. Here's something you might not have considered. Who the hell would want to live next to a bunch of predators and pedophiles? It's going to continue to be a terrible country, just like the UAE. Just like the UAE, it's going to continue to be an absolute fucking nightmare, whether you disguise it or not. Timeshares, condos, golf courses. Who fucking cares about that shit? People have it in their own backyard because it's easy to get there. Who the fuck would go all the way over to the Middle East around the most predatory people on the entire planet so that they can own a timeshare, so that they can go golfing? Hell no. Hell no. Hyper-predatory freaks who think they're way better chameleons than they actually are. Not only that, they've deliberately been scanning money and energy from their winnowing supporters. Like, for real, if you are still an Israel supporter, it's very likely that Israel has taken a good chunk of your money at this point. Not just through taxes, which they already do, but through your gullibility. Talking to my friends outside of Florida. Yeah, man, we combine full-blown autism, amphetamines, payday loans, and rentals. It's a trip, man. Ain't never seen nothing like it. Did I hear anti-Zionism in here? You know you can't do that, Goy, or I'll cut off your welfare. I'm not on welfare, Jewelberg Coinclippenstein. A chattel golem not on welfare? That's impossible! Well, anyways, I'm gonna go. I have some foreskins to collect for the third temple ritual. Alright, bye-bye, Jewelberg Coinclippenstein. Have a good time. Feel free to come back at any time. Well, anyways, ecosystem disintegration. It's a very concerning thing, and this applies far beyond the natural environment. You'll see in patches how high complexity systems that are reliant on a grander scheme and genuine tactical thinking, genuinely looking ahead, break down as portions of it are no longer able to sustain themselves. Anyways, I played Dark Souls a lot when I was younger, and here's a funny little story. In the first one, back on the 360, before it got patched, you could get cursed, which is when your health bar gets chopped in half, multiple times, and it would continue to chop your health bar down over and over again until your health bar was like this big. I swear to God. This was when I was much, much younger, right? So I hadn't figured out the cheese. Nobody was there to help me figure out the cheese. I only knew my cheese, mo. You feel me? Not really. I was kind of a dork, but I didn't know how to get uncursed either. I didn't know the Ulasil guy. I didn't know the purging stones. I didn't know about any of that. So I was just wandering around with a little sliver of health on the account that I invested a lot of time in, and basically it scrapped the account, you know. And I started over, and I went through the whole thing again, learned more things, saw more things, enjoyed myself, and that was that. And you know what's weird? I've like never played a full New Game Plus game all the way through. I just keep on making new characters. I really got to get into that one of these days, but it's just, I'm so busy. I haven't played video games in forever. Oh. Last video game I was kind of getting into was Slime Rancher. The first one, it was fun, and it was relaxing, and it was decompressing. You know, I felt myself decompressing as I wandered about that simplistic world full of bright colors and nice sounds. Well, almost too nice sounds, almost saccharine, you know? And you literally can't even play 2 without plugging into the internet, so I love my puddle slimes, though. I was thinking Porsches are cars to attract chicks. Ferraris is for your speed freaks, and Corvettes are for boomers like me. I love Corvettes, but you rarely see a young person in one. But the BMW is for your most annoying friend's kid. Well, this is a nice little short episode, and I just figured I'd crank one out for the day. Tending to do what I do. Been real busy lately, so I'm having to focus a lot. Ain't been able to take many notes, but hey, all stacks up. Do one of these a day, release a decent amount of content per week. A little bit of funny, a little bit of interesting, and that's all I'm aiming for, really. Just consistency. Alrighty then. Cheers.